Okay. Okay, we'll continue. Okay, the first part is disciplinary knowledge. It is about the theories related to English, yeah, history of a language, a second language acquisition, and any other theories about language. But in pedagogical content knowledge, it refers to the knowledge that provides a basis for language teaching. It can be applied in different ways to the resolution of practical issues in language teaching. It is more about the practice, the technique of teaching. Yeah. This is related to the practical teaching skills. Okay. And then, the language teacher's identity. There are several different roles of English teachers. There are 10 different roles. The first one, the teacher as a model. It means that the teacher provides examples of how language is used and giving feedback on students' language use. So the teacher as the model, the role model. And then the second one, the teacher as a planner. The teacher select and organize learning materials for the lesson. Okay. The third role is a resource. The teacher provides information about English. So the teachers that find out the materials for the students. And then the fourth, a performer. The teacher creates lessons that reflect careful planning and execution. The teacher gives the example of lesson. And then number 5, the teacher is a manager. It means that the teacher controls and managing learners' behavior. And then the teacher as motivator. And then next, the teacher as an inquirer. Okay, and then number 8, the teacher as a mentor. The teacher as a lender, and the last one, the teacher as a theorizer. It means that the teacher gives the theory to the students. Now, from the 7 roles, actually the teacher not only be only one role, but also several roles in the same time, or in different kinds of the lesson, the teacher can change the role. For example, for the first section, the teacher as the model, and then the next session, the teacher as the performer or the motivator to the students. How do you think, Bu Linda? How many different roles that you can be to teach the students? All of these roles?
Sorry, ma'am.
Yeah. What roles are you usually in your class?
Rules.
Your role? Peran Bu Linda di kelas itu sebagai apa? Model, planner, resource, performer?
Maybe sometimes I rules object or give motivator. Sometimes model.
Model. Okay, how about you, Pak Mahmud? What kind of role that you are commonly teaching the students?
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Actually, I always try to implement all roles. I
All
think
roles.
all roles, but I think from 1 to 10, I open the role as a model, planner, resource, providing information about English. Because when my student ask me about English, what is the difference of like some words, synonym, we must explain it. And as a performer, creating lessons that reflect careful for learning and execution. I think we must implement all roles, but I think
All roles.
the most difficult one, I think the role number 10 as a theorizer.
Theorizer.
You're developing the
You have to develop your own theory
yes. Developing
based on the observation in the
yes.
classroom, yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Bu Armei?
Yeah, I think I have tried all the roles, ma'am, in my classroom. Yeah, but maybe because
So how can you match your role with the lesson?
oh, not 10 in one time, ma'am.
Okay. So how
Yes,
can you match
okay, for
the role? How can you
example,
change the role?
okay, for example, first, of course, I am a model and also a manager because I have to manage the classroom.
Yes.
And by teaching one language point, for example, the object, I can be a performer. You know, sometimes we do games, and I am the thing that they have to see. For example, learning the verb. I don't mind just pretending that I'm flying without saying anything. So it's just like watching a show. But they like it, especially my younger children. They like it. They know, oh, it's just climbing. You know, it's like it's drinking. Yeah. But so I'm a performer in front of them. Yeah.
You do the action.
I do the action, but then I change the role. I will give them the letter, the word. I show one of them, and they do the performance. And that time I am the manager. I manage them to teach their friends, and also a resource. For example, they forget the words. Tadi apa ya, Miss? Okay, then I will just whisper to the performer that time, and then it's going on the game. So yeah, but not all of 10 in one times, ma'am.
Okay, in one time, yeah. It depends on the materials and the activities.
Yeah.
Based on the situation.
Yeah, and the motivator usually teenager needs motivator. A teacher as a motivator, because they are growing. They want to know why do they have to learn English. Then I have to tell them based on my experience why English is important for them, for me and for them. And then they just like, oh, okay, so this is what I have been through. Probably you've been through the same thing or even more, because now you live in the more modern words than me, something like that, ma'am.
And also motivation is very important, yeah, in pre-teaching. You can give what is it, Pak Mahmud? In pre-teaching, you can give motivation or brainstorming ideas before giving the topic to the students. I forget. Perception, yeah, and giving motivation to the students in pre-teaching.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay, we will continue moving from teacher-centered to learner-centered teaching. And nowadays the trend is learner-centered teaching, right? And so the learner should be more active than the teacher. The teacher as the facilitator, and the students should be more active. And there are some principles related to communicative language teaching, because communicative language teaching is very related to the learner-centered approach. Nah, there are some principles. Now you can see here. You can see by yourself, ya. Bisa dibaca sendiri. And then the role of teachers' belief. The study of teachers' belief is central to the process of understanding how teachers conceptualize their work. It is very essential that the teachers believe. There are some belief of the teachers. Yeah, you can read later on. Nah, the teacher belief related to how the teachers can conceptualize or can, what is it, and perform their teaching and their performance to the students. Okay. And then the last one is the teachers' changes in their approach to teach. Change is regarded to a major dimension of teachers' professional lives. Of course, this is positive change. Yeah, the term change means positive. Yeah. Now, there are some major changes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 changes. This is based on 60 teachers reported changes in their practice since they first entered the language teaching profession, according to Richard, 2001. The first one is the teacher now adapted a more learner-centered approach to teaching, more focus on students' interests and daily lives, more respect for the students' ideas and opinions, and more use of autonomous learning. Okay, and then the teacher had changed their teaching philosophy, more flexible teaching method, teaching strategies, and more use of tasks and activities. And then the teacher used more communicative activities in the classroom, more use of group work, pair work, role play, and games. It is very essential for the students to create active students, yeah, giving communicative activities to the students. And then next, they had moved away from grammar-based teaching, more focus on fluency and communication, because the focus is communicative with teaching. Of course, we do not focus on grammar-based teaching. If we want to teach the students about the grammar, we can insert the content of grammar in communication, in conversation, maybe on in the text. Yeah, we can insert the content of grammar. And then the last one, they were more confident and had greater enthusiasm for teaching, better interaction for colleges. Okay. Of course, the changes related to the experience, yeah. The more experience of the teacher, the more positive change it should be. Okay. And now, and this is the questions for your assignment. You need to answer this via Google Class, yeah. The first one. The first context, if a teacher with a different cultural and educational background was coming to teach in your country for the first time, how would you orient him or her to the norms of the classroom culture and behavior she or he may be unfamiliar with? Nah, Of course, you have your own opinion about this. And then the second one, choose a lesson from a textbook and suggest ways in which you could build personalized activities around the lesson to make it more learner-centered. So you have to give the activities, point out the activities that you can do for learner-centered approach. And then number 3, if you are teaching, what are some ways in which you have changed your approach to teaching since you started teaching? You have to remember your experience from the first time you teach the students and up to now. What are the changes that you have made? Yeah. What do you think was the source of the change? What is the reason you change the way you teach the students? Is it possible for you to answer these questions, Pak Mahmud?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Please let Pak Kahar know about this assignment, yeah. Okay. Okay, I think that's it for my explanation and questions so far. This is our last materials, yeah. No more question. Okay, I think Bu Linda, is it the time for you to present your presentation related to the journal? Okay, the time is yours, Bu Linda. You can share screen maybe if you have the PPT.
Can I help? Can you help me, Pak Mahmud, for the share screen?
Yes, you can share screen.
My PPT and the group.
Wait.
I can share screen because my laptop not good for today.
Okay. Pak Mahmud, is there any information from Pak Abdul Kahar?
Yes,
He haven't joined us.
he is having halal bihalal now right now.
Halal bihalal.
Me.
Oh, Pak Kahar is having what is it? An occasion with pemerintah daerah, ya, perangkat desa.
The family or no.
Oh.
The family or the neighbor is passed away.
Oh iya, iya.
Yeah, just the next door.
Oh yeah, the next door on. I forget.
Okay.
Pass away.
Yeah, pass away.
Okay, I see. Because there is no confirmation to me from Pak Kahar.
But sorry, ma'am, I come late because halal bihalal. Me.
Okay, that's okay. Yeah.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you,
Bu
Pak
Linda.
Mahmud.
Okay, Bu, you can you see the screen?
Yes. Current strategies in teaching English by me, Ristindawati. This next. The title, Pak Mahmud. Okay, strategies implemented in teaching English for young learners in primary school. Globalization impact creates teaching English has developed dramatically in recent years and encouraging everyone to master English as their international language. English begins to be taught earlier to young learners is an evidence of development of English education in Indonesia. It is expected that English instruction at elementary level would contribute to the advance of students' overall language competence. By Nguyen and Terry 2017 and Rusiana and Naureningsi 2016. They said that teaching English to young learners become popular because of English as a language franca in recent years. It means English is a common language for communication between two people who have different languages. It is not an easy responsibility to teach young learner in primary school because students have different characteristics compared with adult learners. Teaching English should be started since young age because young learners are very effective at their age. They will be very easy to understand language lessons because at this stage they are very interested in a new thing. They will also easily absorb naturally about other cultures through language. Besides that, most children are eager to gain new experience, including learning a new language. They like to be active and have a lot of energy, which make preschool perfect time to benefit from physically activities to teach language. There are many reflections that should be taken on how to teach and what to teach. Teaching for students of primary school is not the same teaching adult. It makes teachers should make creative wise in teaching to give a high quality of teaching learning process. Move next slide.
Okay, this is the next slide. Strategy used in teaching English for young learners. Is it?
To provide a quality, no, in my no next slide. To provide a quality teaching a program should be supported by such other factors are institution, teachers, teaching process, and learners. In addition, among those factors, it is teachers who hold significant role in teaching. Teacher, therefore, can be said as the most important factor in determining the success of teaching learning process. A high-quality teacher would therefore ensure the student's quality. In addition, in teaching English to young learners, a teacher should have both professional and pedagogical competence. In professional competence includes English proficiency. A good English teacher prefer what is the best for the students, thus creating learning strategy, especially strategy that can incite students' motivation in learning English. Besides that, the use of correct English teaching strategies in accordance with the characteristic of student is able to support the teaching and learning process. So it can be said the existence of teaching strategy is very important in determining the success of teaching and learning process. Next slide, Pak Mahmud. Strategy used in teaching English for young learners. Strategy: listen and repeat, listen and do, question and answer in part cooperative learning and games. Slide 5, Pak Mahmud. Listen and repeat, listen and do, and questioning and answer are commonly used in drilling students about learning material. By using a chain drill, all students have the same opportunity to ask and answer questions with each other. It is started by a teacher who prepares questions to be asked to the student nearest with the teacher. Then the teacher begins to change by asking questions the student nearest with the teacher. The students respond, then he is to turn to student next to him, and the chain continues until all the students get chance to ask and answer the questions. They found that these techniques are really good for students to try to learn English. Those techniques are very suitable for foreign language, especially for young learners, because it is emphasis on repeating touch oral practice. The strategies used by teachers were listen and repeat, listen and do, question and answer, in part cooperative learning, guided writing, actives, and games. The most frequent strategies used by teachers are listen and repeat, listen and do, and question and answer. The research found the teacher in this research admit the strategies to teach English for young learners exist, but sometimes teachers had their own way to teach students, depended to use monotonous strategies or just combination from many strategies. Finish, ma'am. Reference slide-nya lambat.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, the slides is different with your explanation because the screen is not moving ya. Operatornya beda.
Yeah.
Okay, based on your presentation, can you re-explain how many strategies actually that you explained just now? How many
Sorry, ma'am.
strategies? How many strategies?
Strategies in teaching learners, this is the 6 strategies. Listen and repeat, listen and do, question and answer, in pair, cooperative learning, and games.
Okay, so it is based on the research, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, did you explain about the most common used by the teacher? What strategies? Yeah. No,
I
no.
mean,
The writer. The writer.
writer.
The writer of the article.
Mas Kaman use the teacher strategies.
Yes.
Just maybe just 3.
Mhm.
Listen and repeat, listen and do, and question and answer in pair.
No, it is your strategy or the writer
The
common
writer.
strategy. The writer. 3
Yes.
strategies.
Mhm.
What are they? Apa saja tadi?
Listen and repeat, listen and do, question and answer are commonly.
Okay. How about your experience? How these strategies are related to your experience in teaching? Do you use these strategies in teaching?
I use the strategies in listen
Mhm.
and do and question and answer.
Listen and do. And question and answer for all of the materials. How about in pair? Have you
Uh,
done this strategy?
It is the general, no, all of the material.
In general.
Mhm.
Have you done this strategy in pair strategy or cooperative strategy? Have you applied this strategy
I
in your
apply.
class?
I apply just the speaking.
Speaking.
Material about speaking.
Speaking. It means that
Yes.
you apply the strategy of cooperative learning strategy.
Yes.
Yeah, it means that you have applied more than 2 strategies, yeah, because you mentioned just now that you applied only listen and do and question and answer. But in fact, as I asked you that you also applied cooperative learning strategy for speaking, yeah, kan? In pair, the students have a conversation with their friends in pair. Yeah.
Yes.
Did you
Because
conduct?
because in my material, if the task
Mhm,
writing,
mhm.
I give the listen and do.
Listen and do for writing.
Question or question and answer.
That's for writing. Writing or reading? Question all in general.
Or atau.
Or. Oh, okay. Now how about games?
Games just for my student in at 7 or grade 7.
7th grade students.
Yes, it is just for introduction in my new
Ice breaking.
material.
Ice
Yes.
breaking, yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of game is it?
Introduction about what can I give my materials. So I give the games.
Okay. Okay, Pak Mahmud and Bu Armi, do you have any response to Bu Linda's performance? Or maybe question?
Thank you, Bu.
Hmm.
I think all strategies must be implemented when we teach young learners, when especially for students in elementary school, like listen and repeat, listen and do, question and answer in pair, cooperative learning, and games. And also, I can tell you about my experience when I teach my SMA students. I think I have done all strategies, yeah. Like listen and repeats. I do it when I ask my students to say word or sentence correctly, yeah. Listen and repeat, and then listen and
Yeah,
do.
to improve students' pronunciation.
Yes, and to listen and do to test their vocabulary. Yeah, like I say to my students, touch your forehead, something like that.
Nose.
Yeah, touch your nose, and then question and answer is I usually use to test reading comprehension. Some reading comprehension are questions directly, and I read the question and ask my student who can answer by raising their hands. And then in pair, I think in pair is an interesting one. I usually use this for my student when asking them to practice dialogue and also cooperative learning in games. And from the a game is interesting. We can do game and time to make our lessons interesting. And then yes, and then maybe I have a questions to Bu Ruslinda. From this article, I couldn't see the writer of the article or journal. Who is the writer? Who is the writer or author of this journal?
Yeah, Pak Mahmud, sorry, I forget to write the writer in here. Sorry.
And also the source. Where can you get the article? From journal. Is that?
Maybe the next slide. I give this, yes.
In
I
the
give
last,
the results,
in
but
the,
the last
The last slide is the reference.
Yeah, the last slide
I mean-
is reference, but I forget to give. Sorry.
So from what journal is that?
Jurnal is
You forget also ya.
Niputu Wulandari Nimaderat Miningsi and
That's the writer.
yes, this is the writers.
okay, thank you, Bu.
Okay, thank you, Bu Linda and Pak Mahmud. Because Pak Kahar haven't joined us now, I think. To give you mid test about finding out 3 articles related to current issues in language teaching, and you need to make summary from the 3 articles, and you need to connect, find out the similarities and differences with among the 3 articles, and how can you relate about the results, the findings of the articles, and make sure that you have to find out the article from a reliable journal, yeah, not a free article. Yeah, national index journal.